Okay, any other questions?
In the 5 factors of first jhana, piti and sukha seems a bit more subjective compared to the other 3 factors.
A bit more what?
Subjective.
Subjective, yeah.
And because of that, I've heard by many different descriptions, like monks trying to explain what piti and sukha is. So one of them is that they say that when you meditate and your body is full of energy, and they describe that as a kind of piti and sukha.
In the later books, they talk about piti and sukha, quite different from the sutta. They say it can be so strong, it can be overpowering, that's why they call it rapture. And then sometimes they even say that it's even more powerful than orgasm and all that. But this is not in the suttas. In the suttas it is said, piti and sukha are subtle perceptions. It's very obvious, but it is subtle perception. Why? Because what is overpowering is your concentration. Because your concentration is strong, these feelings, perceptions that arise cannot overpower your concentration, your samadhi. That's why they are subtle. They are very obvious but subtle, very subtle perceptions. And in the second jhana, it is, you can notice even more the strength of samadhi, because in the second jhana, when a person enters the second jhana, the concentration is much higher than the first jhana. And even though that person is fully aware of mind states, of feelings, perceptions and all that, yet thoughts cannot arise. Thoughts cannot arise. That's why it's said to be the state of the Aryan silence. You are fully aware, but you cannot think. That is in the second jhana. In the first jhana, the Buddha said, you only can have wholesome thoughts, not unwholesome thoughts. You cannot be thinking of your office or your family and all that. The kind of wholesome thought you might have is that, now I reached this wonderful state, I must remember how to trace my steps so that I can repeat it. Only that time of, only concerned with your meditation.
So that means so when we meditate and the body is full of energy, that's really not piti and sukha.
No.
That is why for my meditation practice, I actually use the vichara and vipaka more as a measurement. Because I felt like that is more it's more objective.
You are full of energy means your chi is going full swing.
Yeah, that's not
no. And when your chi is going well, you find your body becomes very straight, because the chi is flowing through your spine. Your body will naturally straighten.
The one you mentioned about energy seek related to belief, one of the 7 factors of Buddhism.
No, that is different. The virya is making energetic effort to practice. This one you have already made energetic effort, and this energy arises as a result. This is the chi.
How minimum time required for daily meditation to achieve the objective of meditation?
What is the time required? Each person is different. There are some people, they can spend their whole life, they will never be able to get. Some people, because of past life, they sit down very fast, their mind comes down. A lot to do with your past life.
Let's say I take every day 10 minutes to meditate. For every day, can I achieve the objective of meditation?
There's no fixed time for your meditation. It's up to you. Many years ago, we had an old lady from Ipoh used to come once a week to our monastery to do dana with some other friends. So I encouraged her to meditate. So she started to meditate. Then she told me, I can only meditate 5 minutes a day. I said, never mind. Every day you must make it a habit when you wake up to meditate. So she did. After 2 years, she was able to sit for 1 hour. And then after that, she had cancer. She had cancer and passed away quite soon. And because of her meditation, she was able to remain calm. So meditation is quite useful. When a person is dying, whether you can calm your mind or not. If you are used to calming your mind, when you are about to pass away, your mind will go into your natural state, your natural frequency. If your natural frequency is peaceful, you will go into that peaceful state. So it doesn't matter how many minutes you can meditate, just keep at it. Don't expect results. The Buddha said, there was a hen sitting on 10 eggs, and every day wondering when the eggs will hatch. Very impatient when the eggs will hatch. But when she has sat long enough without making any wish, the eggs will hatch by themselves. So the Buddha said, if your eggs have not hatched, you have not done enough work. So don't be impatient. It has to take time.
Let's say if a devotee has listened or read the suttas or original teachings of Buddha, but when it comes to meditation, they did not use the Anapanasati, but they used another form of meditation, and they go into the same kind of jhanas.
To go into jhana, you have to fix your attention on one object all the time. Not change your objects.
The same object, different kind of meditation from Anapanasati, but with the knowledge of Buddha's suttas, is it not possible for the person to be able to go into?
The two conditions. One is unremitting mindfulness on one object all the time. Second condition, if you follow the Buddha's jhana, you have to be aware of your body.
What they say, you say that you need to be energy, not be so tired to meditate, right? Where else will be think out here?
Say again.
I mean, just like you say that we should be in a great condition to go to meditation.
Ideally lah.
So, which means we need to hire a Nasik, right? Nasik to go for meditation.
You need to what? Huh?
You need to say the Nasik.
Enough rest.
Oh yeah, you need enough rest.
Enough rest. So, the rest is that, can I say is the type of hindrances, the slope, sleepiness.
Yes, the more you sleep, the stronger your hindrance.
So for people, sometimes people sleep for 4 hours, and people sleep for 10 hours. But so can I say that the people who sleep 10 hours is a slot?
No. It depends on the condition of the body. People who do physical work, you may need 9 hours of sleep a day. People who don't do physical work, they might do it 5 hours. So, if you need to sleep more, there are some people, they need to sleep more. Then you have to know your body needs. But if you sleep more, then you have to practice harder. You have to sit more. That's why in the lay life it's very difficult to practice the holy path. If you can practice as a lay person and attain jhana, then no need to become monk and nuns.
Young Paul, the time you describe breathing in, there are dormant, and then breathing out. And notice the dormant rises and falling. So there are some method they say you just actually observe the the rising and the falling of the abdomen, is it the same or is it different?
No, because you have to observe your whole body, not just one point.
Don't just concentrate on the abdomen. So you have to observe the whole body. How the whole body feels, every part of the body.
No, if you are following your breath from the nostril down to your abdomen and up again, you will naturally be aware of your body.
The other question I have down point that in walking meditation, one part is the teacher walking slowly left and right. And the other part is that deliberately slow down the process, noticing the lifting, pushing, and dropping. And they believe that by doing that, when you do, after that, you do the sitting meditation, okay, you can get into the meditation mode easier and deeper. That technique, Buddha technique, and is it right to do that?
This walking meditation, we use it when we can't sit so well. For example, after your meal, immediately after your meal, you try to sit, you find not so conducive. So people do walking meditation. Now, walking meditation, there are many types. Some people are aware of their feet movement. But at the Buddha's time, if they meditate on the breath, they watch the breath all the time. Whether they are sitting, or they are standing, or they are walking, or they are lying down, all the time on the breath. So if you walk and you observe your breath, to make yourself able to watch your breath when you are walking, it's good to coordinate your breathing with your step. When you breathe in, when you are breathing in, say you move your left foot. When you are breathing out, move your right foot. Breathing in, move your left foot. Breathing out, move your right foot. So in that case, it's easier to watch your breath when you are walking. That is the Buddha's method. Not the lifting, pushing forward, putting down, feel the pressure, feel the temperature, all this.
So related to the walking meditation, I've heard people say you can actually get first jhana with walking meditation. Is it true or not?
I don't believe so. Nowadays, you find certain teachers, they say, very easy to get jhana one. You just sit down, cross your legs, close your eyes, watch your breath, you're already in the first jhana. No. In the Theragatha, the verses of the Arahants, there's one Arahant, he said, after he stayed in the monastery during the Buddha's time, even now, a monk is supposed to stay with the teacher for 5 years, at least. And then he learned the basics of the suttas and the Vinaya. Then he's encouraged to go and stay alone and practice hard. So in the Theragatha, this monk, after leaving the monastery, he went to stay up the hills alone. Practiced very hard. Lived alone. 25 years he could not even attain the first jhana. Could not make his mind become one-pointed. But the moment after 25 years when his mind became one-pointed, he attained arahanthood. Because you are so knowledgeable of the suttas. When we attain the jhana, our mind becomes so clear that we see things as they really are. In the suttas, the Buddha said, the condition for yatta, butta, jnana, dasana, seeing things as they really are, is samadhi, concentration. When your mind is rid of the 5 hindrances, then you see, you understand the Dhamma very clearly.
So for this meditation is applicable to all the people. Like some of Westerners, when they are Christians, they also practice meditation.
Yes,
So they always can achieve the so-called Krishna.
can.
So, but they don't have the Dhamma.
So they cannot become Arya. They don't have the Dhamma, they cannot become Arya. But a lot of people don't know the early Christian fathers, they were meditators. Like Jesus Christ, I believe, was a meditator. It is said in the Bible, 40 days and 40 nights he lived in the desert without eating, just meditating. So he must have attained the 4 jhanas because Mara, whenever you attain the 4 jhanas, Mara is very scared that you become enlightened, become greater than him. So Mara, Satan, came to disturb Jesus, just like he disturbed the Buddha and the Arahants. So he brought Jesus up to a high mountain and he told Jesus that he can offer him, like he can turn the whole mountain into gold or something and offer to him. But Jesus was not tempted. So because Jesus had the 4 jhanas, he could walk on water. Walking on water is one of the psychic powers that the Buddha and the Arahants have. But the Buddha and the Arahants had much more. So there are yogis who attain the jhanas and some of them attain psychic powers. When they attain psychic powers and all that, their mind becomes very clear. But unfortunately, because they don't have a chance to hear the true Dhamma, the early suttas of the Buddha, then they cannot even become a Sotapanna, first lower stage of Aryahood also cannot get. Because the lower stage of Aryahood, in fact all Aryans must have right view. Right view is the understanding of the 4 noble truths. And the condition, 2 conditions for the arising of right view is the voice of another, meaning a voice of another person teaching you the true Dhamma. The second condition is focused attention. When you are listening to the Dhamma, you must have focused attention. Because the sutta says when you listen to the Dhamma with focused attention, the 5 hindrances are eliminated for that moment. And the 7 bojjhanga, factors of enlightenment, are developed. So you have these conditions, when you listen to the Dhamma, you can get right view. So without listening to the Dhamma, nobody can become an Arya. That's why before the Buddha taught the Dhamma, you could not find Aryans in India or in the world, except for those from previous life. So once the Buddha started teaching the Dhamma, thousands of people became stream enterers. So the Dhamma is essential. That's why you notice the Buddha spent his whole life, 45 years, teaching the Dhamma. Buddha said he's worried about living beings, worried that we will fall into the 3 woeful planes. Out of great compassion, he's teaching the Dhamma almost every day. Did the Buddha teach meditation to lay people? No. That's why I generally I don't take the trouble to teach meditation, because lay people very hard to meditate. If you have the interest, come to the monastery, stay a few days at least. At home, very difficult to meditate. You have so many duties, so many worries, so many responsibilities to occupy your mind. That's why a lot of people don't know. The Buddha didn't go around teaching meditation. Now everybody wants to teach meditation.
Last question is it the Buddha posture is a right meditation posture? It's the half lotus.
It's not important whether you sit in full lotus or half lotus. But it's mentioned in the suttas, when the Buddha is in the forest and he decides on a place to sit, he'll find some grass put on the ground and sit on the grass. so it's not so cold. Any other thing? So when you are meditating, be aware of your body, whether you are sitting straight, whether you are sitting straight or not. If you are not aware of your body, some people they sit, the head go one side, also they don't know. They think they are sitting very straight. Some people, the whole body bent forward, about to topple, and they still don't know.
Very fine detail. When we say breathing in to the abdomen, we imagine the breath going straight and come out straight, or go in to the back and come out to the front, or going to the front part of the abdomen and come up.
Don't use your imagination. Let it be natural. Just know the breath goes in and goes out. Make it, make it simple lah. Don't start imagining this and imagining that. Don't split hairs lah. A lot of people like to split hairs.
Hey, is it okay for me to use the wall to sustain the spine?
Use what?
Wall against the wall to sustain the spine.
Oh, in on the wall. Why you have a back pain?
No, because maybe comfortable is
not really good.
What about when you're sitting on the chair? Do you lean on the chair?
You must try to keep straight. Keep your back straight. Lean on the chair, you start dreaming. So better sit on the chair without a backrest. Any other thing? When you meditate, and after a while you feel tired, and you find you're not making progress, good to lie down for a while. When we lie down, it changes the blood in our head. So you find like the Hindu yogis, they go upside down. Why? You change the blood on the head. Then you feel refreshed after that. So if you're not able to do like the Hindu yogi, you can just put your 2 feet against the wall, 3 or 2 feet against the wall. You only need to do like 1 minute, and after that you feel refreshed. Any other thing? Okay, I think we stop here. Then if I want to take a walk and then come back and sit, Okay, so how do?